This is Zeus from Olympus. If you are watching this, keep it to yourself. Greetings, valiant heroes of Dominion. Welcome back to another enlightening journey with your guide, Zeus. Today marks the long-awaited debut of our War Flag Guide, a pivotal addition that promises to revolutionize the battlefield in hero wars. Much like the revered Ascension upgrades, War Flags wield immense significance, capable of tipping the scales of battle in your favor. These colorful banners bestow enhancements upon our heroes' attack and defense, ensuring they're fully prepared for the challenges that lie ahead. Before we delve into the intricacies of War Flags, I must extend a special thank you to Destiny, our esteemed guildmate, and the brilliant mind behind this comprehensive guide. Their dedication and expertise have been instrumental in crafting this invaluable resource. So, without further ado, let's unfurl the banners of victory and embark on this enlightening journey together. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more epic guides and gameplay insights. Currently, Hero Wars boasts 3 formidable war flags: the War Flag of Fervor, the War Flag of Strength, and the War Flag of Decline. Certainly, here's the amended section. The War Flag of Fervor, with its enticing promise of a 10% increase in energy gain for tanks, emerges as a pivotal asset in the dynamic realm of hero wars. But what exactly makes this war flag a game changer for tanks, and how does it shape the course of battles? Let's delve deeper into its intricacies. Tanks, revered for their towering armor, formidable magic defense, and unparalleled health pools, assume the noble mantle of safeguarding their allies from the relentless onslaught of enemy assaults. Yet, despite their unwavering dedication to the cause, tanks often find themselves grappling with a fundamental challenge: their energy gain lags behind that of their fellow heroes. This discrepancy stems from the unique balance between damage absorption and health preservation inherent to tanks, resulting in a slower accumulation of energy points during the heat of battle. Enter the War Flag of Fervor, a beacon of hope for tanks seeking to overcome the shackles of sluggish energy gain. By bestowing upon tanks a much-needed boost in energy accumulation, this war flag empowers them to expedite the activation of their first skill. This initial skill activation serves as the catalyst for unleashing their formidable arsenal of abilities, setting the stage for tactical prowess and strategic maneuvering on the battlefield. Moreover, the activation of the first skill triggers the deployment of their first artifact, often imbued with defensive attributes such as additional armor, dodge, or magic defense. This fortification, lasting for a commendable 9-second duration, bolsters the resilience of the tank's team, shielding them from harm and turning the tide of battle in their favor. The theoretical benefits of the War Flag of Fervor may sound impressive, but its true potency lies in its practical application amidst the chaos of combat. Among the esteemed cadre of tanks, Aurora emerges as a shining exemplar of the War Flag's potential. When synergistically paired with the Cane Pet and adorned with the War Flag of Fervor, Aurora undergoes a remarkable transformation, akin to a tempest unleashed upon the battlefield. The combination of these elements propels Aurora into a frenzy of energy gain, allowing her to unleash her skills with unprecedented frequency. As Aurora's skills cascade forth, each activation heralds the empowerment of her artifact, granting her team a fleeting yet potent boon of enhanced dodge for 9 seconds. This symbiotic cycle of skill activation and artifact deployment not only fortifies Aurora's defensive capabilities but also accelerates her energy gain to unprecedented heights. The War Flag of Fervor can be used in both offense and defense strategies, although its utility tends to shine more prominently in defensive scenarios. In the tumultuous battlegrounds of Clash of Worlds, COW, strategic deployment of the War Flag of Fervor can turn the tide of battle in your favor, particularly when utilized in the Foundry. As heroes traverse the perilous landscapes of Dominion, the War Flag of Fervor stands as a beacon of hope, offering respite amidst the chaos and guiding them towards triumph on the battlefield. The War Flag of Strength is a formidable addition to your arsenal, providing a substantial boost to your pet's skill power by an impressive 10%. It's important to note that this enhancement applies directly to pets engaged in battle, rather than those merely patronized. So, what exactly does this mean for your furry companions? Well, let's break it down. Normally, all pets boast a base skill power of 12,360. However, with the War Flag of Pet Strength unfurled on the battlefield, their skill power receives a significant augmentation, soaring to 13,596. What does this heightened skill power entail, you ask? Essentially, it means that all of your pet's abilities and maneuvers are now recalibrated and executed with this enhanced skill power in mind. This amplification can be a game changer in battles, as your pets unleash their abilities with newfound potency and efficacy, turning the tide of combat in your favor. Let's delve into the intricate dynamics between pets and the War Flag of Pet Strength, uncovering how this potent combination amplifies their abilities and reshapes the battlefield in hero wars. Firstly, let's examine Fenris, the formidable beast whose thunderous roar strikes fear into the hearts of enemies. With the War Flag of Pet Strength bolstering his prowess, Fenris's blinding effect becomes even more devastating, impairing enemy vision for a prolonged duration of 3 seconds. Furthermore, his ability to exploit helpless targets receives a significant boost, with blinded enemies now suffering a staggering 55% increase in damage when subjected to physical assaults. Turning our attention to Oliver, the ethereal guardian whose protective magic shields allies from harm, we witness a surge in his healing capabilities. The War Flag of Pet Strength infuses Oliver's Floria's embrace with newfound potency, enabling his magic shroud to restore lost health with greater efficacy, offering solace to wounded allies in their hour of need. Additionally, his pixie dust ability, which bestows healing upon the most vulnerable hero, gains a substantial 10% increase in restorative power, providing a lifeline to those on the brink of defeat. Merlin, the enigmatic sorcerer, finds his arcane abilities enhanced by the War Flag of Pet Strength. Not only does his damage output receive a commendable boost, but his second skill also sees a notable improvement. With a 10% increase in the reduction of enemy magic defense, Merlin emerges as a formidable force on the battlefield, unraveling the fabric of reality with his arcane might. Mara, the swift and deadly assassin, capitalizes on the augmented power afforded by the War Flag of Pet Strength, dealing devastating blows to her adversaries with newfound ferocity. With a 10% increase in her damage output, Mara strikes fear into the hearts of her foes, leaving a trail of devastation in her wake. Cain, the cunning trickster, harnesses the power of the War Flag of Pet Strength to augment both his offensive and defensive capabilities. Not only does his damage output receive a substantial boost, but his ability to increase the dodge chance of the entire team adds a layer of evasive prowess to their arsenal, allowing them to evade enemy attacks with uncanny agility. Albus, the enigmatic wanderer, experiences a surge in his destructive potential with the aid of the War Flag of Pet Strength. His first skill, imbued with newfound potency, deals increased damage to his adversaries, striking fear into their hearts. Additionally, his second skill, which unleashes pure damage upon his enemies, sees a remarkable 10% increase in efficacy, ensuring that his foes are left reeling from the onslaught of his arcane might. Finally, the diminutive yet resourceful pets see a marked improvement in their skill power, thanks to the infusion of energy provided by the War Flag of Pet Strength. As a result, their abilities, such as Biscuit's debilitating slow effect, gain increased duration and potency, ensnaring foes in a web of despair and ensuring victory for their allies. The War Flag of Decline emerges as a potent tool in your strategic arsenal, wielding the power to diminish enemy team healing by a formidable 10%. This reduction in healing not only hampers the opponent's restorative capabilities but also inflicts an indirect blow akin to a 10% increase in damage dealt, a formidable advantage on the battlefield. In essence, by impeding the enemy's ability to heal, you effectively chip away at their resilience, leaving them vulnerable to your onslaught. This makes the War Flag of Decline a pivotal asset, particularly in offensive endeavors where disrupting the opponent's healing prowess can tip the scales decisively in your favor. Strategic deployment of the War Flag of Decline is key to its efficacy. It shines brightest in scenarios where the opposing team boasts multiple healers, effectively nullifying their efforts to sustain their comrades. However, caution is advised. Deploying this flag against a defense team devoid of healers may yield diminished returns, as its potency hinges on the presence of healing capabilities among the enemy ranks. For optimal results, consider incorporating the War Flag of Decline into your offensive strategies during clashes in the City Hall within the Clash of Worlds, COW. Here, where defense teams often rely on bolstered healing capabilities, the debilitating effects of this flag can significantly undermine their resilience, paving the way for a decisive victory. In conclusion, the War Flags of Fervor, Pet Strength, and Decline stand as formidable assets in the dynamic realm of hero wars, each wielding unique capabilities that can tip the scales of battle in your favor. From bolstering your tank's energy gain to augmenting your pet's skill power and diminishing enemy healing, these flags offer a myriad of strategic possibilities to explore on the battlefield. As we've delved into the intricacies of each war flag, we've uncovered their potential to reshape the course of battles and lead your team to victory. However, their true power lies not only in their individual capabilities but also in their synergistic potential when deployed strategically in tandem with your hero's abilities and formations. Looking ahead, our journey through the realm of war flags is far from over. In our next video, we'll explore the intricate patterns and synergies that emerge when combining these colorful banners, unlocking even greater strategic depth and potential on the battlefield. So, fellow heroes, as you prepare to unfurl the banners of victory and embark on your next adventure in Dominion, remember the words of wisdom: in unity, there is strength. By harnessing the power of these war flags and forging bonds of camaraderie with your fellow heroes, you can overcome any challenge that crosses your path and emerge victorious in the epic saga of hero wars. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll unravel the secrets of war flag patterns and delve deeper into the art of strategic warfare. Until then, may courage guide your blades and valor light your path as you continue your quest for glory in the realm of hero wars.